Hello, everybody. Welcome to our presentation here today. I'm just really excited, honored, and ready to help people that are watching and listening to this from India, but also people from around the world that are from India, that or want to build a business in India. This is a presentation exclusive for you. So we're very excited about this. We are recording this so you are able to share our presentation 24/7 to people who are ready to partner up with us. My name is Andreas Papakostas. I'm from the Chicagoland area, and I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes with you along with some very special key people about why NHT Global, what is happening with us, who we are, and why you would want to be a part of it as we're building a business now in India. So let's face it, we all know right now that technology is changing the workforce, okay? We know that jobs are being lost around the world because of technology. Professions are becoming obsolete. Some of the most common logos and names in the 1980s and 90s are no longer in existence because of technology. And we also know that when you travel, we used to go to a travel agency, to a store to plan our family trip, and now everything is online. So the internet and technology truly, folks, has revolutionized the way we do business today. Even retail stores are seeing less growth because everything is being bought online. And we know that regardless of what political party that most people are a part of, every political party will say the government will bring jobs back. Their government will bring jobs back. It's what people want to hear. Folks, I'm here to share with you, regardless where you live around the world, the only person that's going to save your future is you, right? And so we're excited about sharing something that will do that for you. Again, the e-commerce industry today is exploding around the world. It's surpassing even the franchise models, at least here in North America. And this is one of the very best times to build a business from the comfort of your own home, a home office, from your laptop, from your computer. So we are all connected faster, better, quicker than any time in the history of mankind. Right? When you take a look at, social media like Facebook and LinkedIn, and we have FaceTime and Skype to be able to connect with people for free through the computer was not available to us 15, 20, 30 years ago. And that is why we live in a global economy today where we are connected, again, by a click of a mouse with everyone. Now, we know, folks, that today there is a jungle of online opportunities promising more money, residual income, leveraged income, whether it's home business, online marketing, affiliate programs, direct sales, multi-level marketing, network marketing, you name it. And we know that these opportunities are flooding into India right now, wanting to take a piece of the market in direct sales. We know that it is happening. And within these types of categories, we have subcategories of these businesses, right? And we're talking about a multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales. In gold category, there's a travel category. There's coffee and strips and coins and oils and jewelry and clothes and affiliate programs, skincare, weight loss, you name it. There's a lot of different categories entering in India right now to capture the market in direct sales, right? And I'm here to tell you, listen, there's a lot of money to be made in each of these categories, some more than others, some short term, okay? But the category that has been proven for over 75 plus years is the health and wellness category. And the people you decide to join and surround yourself is going to be more important than also the category. Because again, the people you're going to build a solid foundation, a business with, right? If they're not high integrity, they're not professionals, they don't have a vision, right? It's going to not last very long. So we're very excited about what we're offering each and every one of you here today. And here you're going to hear about why NHT Go Global, Naturals Health Trends Global. Why is it that we have a competitive advantage to be building a business model in India? Well, today I'm going to share with you highlights, okay? Because you can always get back to the person who invited you here, can share some extensive information, okay? You're going to be very excited about the information I'm going to share with you here regarding our company, okay? We are a 15-year-old company, folks. We started in 2001 with one product in one country. 15 years later, we are doing business in 40-plus countries with 3 categories of products. And again, not a startup company, which you got to be careful when you're looking at startup companies that have no proven track record. It's all hype and all marketing verbiage versus a track record. And you're going to hear about our track record very, very soon here. Our headquarters is out in Los Angeles, California. We also have a headquarters out in Hong Kong. And we're publicly traded, which means everything I'm sharing with you here today is documented. It's verified. We trade on the NASDAQ. We were awarded the ringing of the bell closing ceremony in August of 2015, which is a very high honor because of what we have done over the last 5 years. So again, we can get you some information on that as well. So again, everything I'm going to share with you is documented, verified. It's not my opinion. It's not the people that you're going to hear a little bit later on that I'm going to have on this webinar. It's not their opinion. These are all facts, real information for you to feel good about building a business with us. Now, let me share with you over the last 5 years. I think it is very important for those of you that like numbers and like track record, right? Take a look at the last 5 years, what we have done in NHT Global. Double, triple digit growth year after year. We're very excited about 2016, but we won't be able to bring those numbers up until first quarter of 2017. Every year we've had a double-digit growth. Now, what's even more important is that we've had 18 consecutive quarters of double-digit growth, meaning we just didn't have a couple of double-digit growths for a couple of months during the year. Every single quarter for the last over 4 years, okay, has been double, triple-digit growth. Do you know traditional companies today, if they record a 6 to 8% growth, annual growth, they're considered doing very, very well. And we're talking about a double, triple-digit growth for 18 consecutive quarters. Now, let's take a look at some markets here, because it doesn't matter where you build it, whether you want to build it in India, you have an opportunity to build your business because, again, of the internet and technology. You can build it in any of the countries that we're currently doing business in, and that's over 40 countries. Now, compared from 2014 to 2015, let me share with you some of the growths that we've had in some of our markets. Close to 200% growth in the United States. Close to 200% growth in Southeast Asia. We've had 125% growth in China and Hong Kong. Over 100% growth in Canada. 41% growth in the European Union. Now, I have to say that our Europe countries are experiencing triple-digit growth right now with some of the new products we've launched there, the leadership that we got going on over there. It's truly remarkable what we are doing. Our Korea market over 30%, our Taiwan market close to 30%. And again, we're not talking about just one market. We're talking about wherever we have great leadership. Okay, we are experiencing a significant amount of momentum. And what does that mean to you? It means a viable financial future with our business model. So now I want to share you some third-party validation, okay? So the newspaper USA Today is a very big publication here in the United States. They wrote an article about the 5 most surprising stock in 2015. We came up number 1. Now, what's even more powerful is that a big financial conglomerate, the Russell Index, okay? We're talking about a worldwide, a global, a powerful institution. They gave us the #1 stock pick in 2016. This was just recently. So what we're even more excited to share, because again, all these privately held companies can tell you all the right things, right? And, when you're a publicly traded company, everything is transparent. So we were recently ranked the #1 fastest growing publicly traded company in the world. Okay. So we're not just talking about just our industry of direct sales. We're talking about companies in every industry, right? We surpassed Facebook. We surpassed Google. We surpassed Amazon. Names that you have probably heard, everybody has heard around the world. We were #2 last year, which we thought was extremely remarkable, right? And this year we were ranked #1. So this is the type of company, folks, that you're going to be associated with, right? And these are the types of accolades that many people want to be a part of when they're thinking about building a business. Now, one of the reasons why we got there is because also our product line. Today, folks, you have to be careful with the type of products that are being circulated out in the industry. Some of them are copycat products. Some of them have, again, products that, you don't really know what's in those products. You have to have products that are scientifically validated, but you also have products that have a global appeal. Why? Because we live in a global economy today. Okay? If you can't build a business from India in the United States or into any of our Asian countries, you're going to be left behind in our business model, and just in the industry, because again, we live in a global economy. So we're talking about products, some that have won Nobel Prize in the research of the formulations and the ingredients, formulated by top medical doctors and scientists, right? Eco-certified products. We're very excited about what we have brought to the marketplace to help optimize the health of many people around the world, and that's what we're doing. Now, for the sake of this webinar, I'm not going to spend time talking about all of our products, but I want to bring your attention to one product in each of our categories. And one of our products that I want to talk about is the first ever created 30-minute non-surgical facelift system, created by plastic surgeons, the first of its kind. It's our Skindulgence line. This is a 3-product system that truly helps people look 5 to 10 years younger in just a 30-minute application, okay? The botanical extracts that you're going to find in the hardening mask stimulates the nerve endings of the facial muscles and creates an exercise treatment for the face. There's going to be a lot of products entering the market in India with these novelty products where in less than 2 minutes you can get your bags removed under your eyes, the wrinkles will go away, and I'll have to say it works, right? But they don't tell you what happens after 90 minutes or after 2 hours. So you really got to be careful. Here's a product that we've helped create success for so many people because this 3-product system works. It's something very simple to do. If you told people, family, friends, and coworkers, and you told them, listen, you have a product system that can help them look 5 to 10 years younger in just 30 minutes, would you like to try it for free? I guarantee you everybody's going to want to try it. And that's how simple it is to promote this type of product. It's for all skin types. It is remarkable for teenagers and their acne. It's a 3-month supply system. But the person who invited you here to this presentation can give you some extensive information on this. We're very excited to be building also in India with this product. We also want to talk about a product that we started in 2001. So how we started NHT Global is our Allura product. It's the ingredients won a Nobel Prize award. It's exclusive to NHT Global. It was formulated by a board-certified OB-gynecologist, and it's a female intimacy cream. Works like Viagra and Cialis does for men, but it's for women. And it is remarkable that this product, 15 years later, is still one of our top-selling products around the world. It's got some other medicinal value and properties to this product other than the intimacy part. But again, the person who invited you here can share some extensive information on this product. We have countries that are begging us to open markets because of this product alone. Now, I'm very excited to introduce to you a new product we launched here in 2016 that has made a profound impact on the health of so many people. And it's our Stem Renew product. We know that stem cell technology is the next generation in medicine as well as nutrition. And we're leading the forefront of that with this product. You're going to want to get your hands on information on this product because I've never seen anything like it in the 20 years that I've been in sports medicine. And we're just very excited about, again, products that we bring to the marketplace for people like you who can go out there and feel just great about promoting them and then changing the quality of their lives and changing the quality of your life financially because you're helping so many people around the world. Definitely a flagship product here in NHT Global. And I want to talk about the pay plan so you get an understanding of how you would get paid as an NHT Global distributor, right? We have the highest documented payout in direct sales. Don't let anybody else tell you that they pay a higher amount in their compensation plan. They usually hide it in other areas of their pay plan, but ours is documented and you can do the research on your own, okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you build your business, the compensation plan is the same. If you build it in India or you build it here in the United States, the compensation plan is the same. Now, our compensation plan pays on volume, meaning that it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a certain amount of people who have a certain amount of people, right? And have to have a certain amount of volume by the end of a month in order for you to get paid. Those are usually the uni-level plans or the Trimax plans and the matrices. Let me just share really quickly what that means. If there is volume that's going on in your organization, you will somehow get paid through our compensation plan. And there's no end of the month pushes or starting all over again every single month. So let's quickly go over the 4 powerful ways that you can generate commissions. Okay. Now, when a country that we launched is viable to have an online store. Not every country that we enter in yet will be able to do online, but when we do, you'll be able to do online retail commissions. Now, you can actually drive traffic in the countries we're currently doing business in, and somebody who places an order through your online store, guess what? You're going to get paid a commission. And you can drive traffic anywhere, nationally, internationally, wherever you want, and you can start generating commission through your online store. But we have a lot of people that are retailing products offline through their local community, and they're generating a significant amount of money, and the repeat consumers is off the charts. Why? They love our products. They want to continue taking our products. And what does that mean to you? That means residual income for you. We also have a 3-level generation bonus. Every person that you sponsor into NHT that wants to build a business just like you, right? That's your first generation of distributors. Anytime they get sponsored and they place orders and their customers to include online customer orders, you're going to get a 10% commission on those week after week, month after month, year after year. When those distributors go out there and sponsor their distributors, you're going to generate a 5% commission anything after the initial order. We call those the reorders, to also include online customer orders, okay? And that could be 20, 30, 50 people in your organization. You're going to be generating a 5% commission. When those distributors go out there and sponsor their distributors, you're going to generate a 3% commission after initial orders of those distributors. This becomes very powerful. I want you to see the geometric progression over a long period of time from the efforts of people that are building their organization and helping people succeed. I want you to think about that. That's very, very powerful. Now, let me bypass the matching bonus to go to the two-team building system, okay? We have a two-team building system, and this becomes very, very powerful. And this is where you earn off the efforts of hundreds and thousands of people in your organization from around the world. When I enrolled John into the business who wants to build just like me, right, my first generation, I started team number 1. When I enrolled Sue into the business who wants to build a business just like me, still my first generation because I sponsored them, right, I started team number 2. Now, as I help Sue build her 2 teams, I help John build his 2 teams. Now you can see I can have 20, 30, 40, 50 people in my 2-team organization. And guess what? I'm going to get paid on all of that volume, right? So once one of my teams accumulates 1,250 business volume and my other team accumulates 2,500 business volume, that's considered a cycle. We pay out a gold distributor a $250 commission check. How would you like to earn an extra $1,000 a month? That's cycling 1 time a week, right? With the same 2 people, you can actually cycle multiple times a week, right? So think about this. So this is not just dependent on what you are personally doing, but what is happening in your 2-team system. Now, when we go back to this matching bonus here, for all the people that you have personally sponsored, when they generate a cycle commission, because you are their sponsor, you're going to get a 10% match. You're going to get a 5% match on your second generation of distributors that cycle, and a 3% match on the third generation of distributors that cycle. So on a weekly basis, you have opportunities to generate income from the efforts of people outside of what you are also doing as well. This becomes very, very powerful, folks, and this is what we're going to be doing in India, because we're doing it from all the countries that we've entered in, and we've became the success that you've just heard I mentioned with our third-party accolades. We also have a recognition program which is not tied to the compensation plan like a lot of the companies are. Again, you have to worry about structure and you have to worry about end of the month stuff. So we reward our leaders better than anybody in the direct sales industry, folks. We're very excited about that. So basically, you tell us the amount of income you'd like to make with our company here in NHT Global, and we are going to help you do just that. And let me share something that's very, very important. Is really leadership and support. You know, without the proper leadership and the proper support, a lot of people are not going to be able to build a business, especially if this is a brand new concept for you. Folks, we have the finest leadership, not just in our company, but truly in the industry and in business in general. Our founding distributors, Joe Garcia and Dan Caddo, you're going to hear from Joe Garcia just in a little bit here on this webinar, so we're very excited about that. They're very respected, highly respected around the world. They've been featured in countless magazines and books. They've traveled all over the world to pioneer countries to bring a viable long-term business for people that want to build with us to help people feel better and look fantastic with our products, right? So if you don't surround yourself with the right leadership and the right support structure, it's going to be very hard for you to build a business. This is why it's very important who you join. And again, I'm gonna allow you to really take some notes from the person that's going to be sharing some information about, again, the last 15 years here with NHT Global, and that's Joe Garcia, but I'm going to introduce him a little bit later here. And it's very important that you get to understand the leaders, the people that you're going to be working with from all parts of the world. Again, the very best in leadership and in support. And you're going to hear from some of these leaders that are going to be part of your support structure in a short period of time here. So You know, you are listening to, again, the 6+ team, which is one of the fastest growing organizations here in NHT Global that I'm a part of, that the person who invited you to this presentation is a part of, right? So again, you get to belong to an organization that is moving, is growing, is stimulating, is successful. And again, these are qualities that you want to look for before you make a decision when you join any type of business. So what I want to do right now is introduce to you one of my business partners, a great friend of mine, and is the reason why we are actually put this presentation together here to really take a look at people in India or from India, because we're going to be so explosive in this market. And a top leader here in NHT Global, a great friend, high integrity, family man, very successful in this business, and that is Rick Harner. Rick, are you on the line with us?
Andreas, I am. Can you hear me?
Can hear you clear.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. First off, I just want to thank you, Andreas, for the incredible leadership that you bring to our organization. I tell people this all the time, this type of leadership is not the norm, and you'll learn that when you begin to work with people like Andreas and Joe Garcia. And that's what attracted me, coming from the world of engineering as an engineering professional, was the type of integrity. These were men that kept their word. These were men of high character. These were men that when they said you were going to show up and be available, they showed up and were available. And that means a lot to someone that's in the professional environment, when we've taken years and years to create a culture of trust and respect within our own community, and then to be able to just have a great confidence that those people are going to help you and do what they said they're going to do. So thank you. I want to thank you. It's absolutely my distinct privilege and honor to be associated with you and to work together with you in NHT. I personally, I can't think of a more exciting time to be involved in our industry, and to know that you're with the #1 fastest growing publicly traded company in the world is thrilling. I think people listen to that and they go, oh, that's nice. But when you really think about that and you really break that down, it's surreal. It's incredible what we're able to do, and I believe that we're just scratching the surface. We're just getting started. You know, Andreas asked me to share my vision a little bit, and I want to just take literally a minute or two and do that so you can understand where I'm coming from. You know, I believe that God began to give me an international vision of global and emerging markets, and I believe that happened in order to enable us to reach out with compassion and touch as many lives with the message of health and wellness. You know, for such a time as this, when it's needed more than ever before. This vehicle allows those that see it and seize the opportunity to begin to manifest as, you know, sons of God in the earth, if you will, and to reach our full potential. When we do that, when we reach our full potential, we tend to lift everyone around us and lift people up along the way. So I'm extremely excited about this opportunity. I know that we have been able to change thousands of lives, and untold. We have over 1 million customers that use our products on a daily basis. It just helps so many people, and even in our own realm, since we've been helping people, we've seen so many people with health challenges and financial challenges be able to transform and change their situation. So we're excited about continuing that in India. I'll talk briefly about my friend and associate Ravi Raiborde. I'm extremely excited to be working with Ravi. He is our founding distributor in India for our organization. And I just can't think of a greater person. You know, our connection is nothing other than divine ordering of things. Ravi and I we came together through a mutual friend that we have tremendous respect for, and actually a family member of Ravi's that I was, shall I say, divinely connected to as well. But you know, Ravi and I sat down. He happened to be in the United States just a few weeks ago, and we sat down, and instantaneously our visions began to mesh. And you know, I began to see that this is a man is a great leader in the community. He's a man that understands the country of India, and he has a passion to help his people achieve great health and wealth. I know just in my conversation with Ravi, he is 100% committed to your success and helping as many people as he can in India and around the world. So what I'd like to do is, Ravi, if you would please just take a minute or two and share with everyone what you see, what's on your heart, and why you're so excited about partnering with us. Ravi, I'm going to turn it over to you. Are you there? You have to unmute yourself there, Ravi.
Yeah, I just unmuted Ravi. He should be available. I don't know if he's on the phone or on a microphone, but he is unmuted. And that's okay, Ravi. If you can somehow get on, just go ahead and interrupt us here, and then we'd like to hear from you. And we thank you. We know you got a group of people that are listening, and you have lots of people that are on this webinar. And if you're able to connect with us with a microphone or if you dialed in, just go ahead and interrupt us, and we'll bring you on board. Awesome, Rick. Hey, feeling is mutual. We're very excited about having Ravi on board and the conversations we've had and the vision that he has. Those that are going to be associated with Ravi and wants to build with us, we're just very excited for them. But thank you so much for what you have done, Rick, and a friend and a partner and the lives that you've changed through our products and our business model. It's been amazing, and I look forward for the next 15, 20 years we're going to be doing this together, if not more.
Right on.
Awesome. Well, let's move on to the next segment here, because we also have another extremely incredible individual that's going to be joining us here. You know, support we talked about is very important, right? Let me share with you the type of support you're going to be getting here in NHT Global. You're going to get your own online retail store that, again, you can build outside of your country, where people can be ordering on a consistent basis. You'll have a step-by-step training system in place that you can start building your business. And if this is a brand new concept for you, or you've got some experience in this in direct sales, we have all levels of experience training available to you. You'll have access to, again, Ravi and Rick and myself, including all the leaders that I placed on the slide here. We have recorded calls. This is a recorded webinar. You can share this 24/7 to help people realize the business that you are building, and also find others that want to build with our organization to change their quality of their life as well. We have online marketing systems. So basically a turnkey operation to help build your business. But I want to check real quick before we move on, in case Ravi was able to get on and have a microphone. Ravi, are you available? Okay, well, we're going to move on. So what I want to do now is just share with you how simple it is for you really to get started here with our company. You know, we have that gold level distributorship that you want to become immediately when you decide to join to build NHT Global. And right now we've got very special, we got special packages that are gold level distributorship packages for those of us that want to build in India. It comes with your online store. It comes with a back office. Products that you obviously can start experiencing and sharing and promoting and retailing. And you'll have access to our training system. So basically, you have a business for life by getting involved with our gold packages. Now, you know, I've been blessed with an amazing global organization. I've been in this industry for 15 years. I built a solid organization with another company for 10 years that I left 5 years ago because of a principle that I shared with you earlier today. And that is the people that you join, build with, and surround yourself with is extremely important. What happened was I didn't like the direction of where the previous company was going, and I was on a quest to look for a company that I can build for the next 20, 30 years, right? And what stuck out to me more than anything else is, who was I going to join? Who was I going to learn from? Who was going to teach me and mentor me and get to where I want to go in business, because that individual has done that, right? And I've been able to do that, folks, by a gentleman that you've heard on this webinar, one of our founding distributors, Joe Garcia. I met with Joe Garcia and my family out in Canada because it was important for me, if I was going to build something long-term and big, that I get to meet the person I'm going to be building with. And we did that. We spent about 6 hours together that one day. Within the first 5 minutes, I knew this is the type of person that I wanted to build a business with. And let me just share with you, when I got involved in NHT Global, my first year's growth was much more substantial than the growth that I've built for 10 and a half years in my previous company. So what does that mean? That means that the people that you work with can magnify your dreams or they can destroy your dreams. And this is the type of leadership and individuals that you're going to be working with and helping you build a business in India. And for so many people that need this type of business, that need our products, right, that want our opportunity, you're going to be working with people like Joe Garcia. So it's my pleasure to introduce to all of you my friend, a very great friend of mine, a mentor of mine, somebody who not just helps me obviously in my business, but helps me become more, be more, do more, think more, right? He's got qualities that I can't even explain. He's our founding distributor here at NHT Global. He's highly respected around the world. He truly is a legend in network marketing, and he's a mentor to many people, not just within just NHT Global, but to many business people around the world. He's traveled all over the world, helping people reach their dreams through the NHT Global business model. He wrote the book Global Manifesto that has been downloaded by the millions. And so you get a chance to hear from this individual here on this webinar. So it's an honor and privilege to introduce you to Joe Garcia. Joe, are you on the line with us?
I am. Andreas, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm fantastic. I'm just excited for the people that are listening right now.
Yes. I'd like to say hello to my friends in India and across the world that have jumped on here. I'm truly excited and honored for you to have me on here, Andreas. Just to share my background, ladies and gentlemen. I used to own a franchise, and I don't know if any of you can relate to me, but as a business owner, I was working 70, 80-hour work weeks. I recognized, within 4 months of purchasing this franchise, I realized that I didn't have a life. I would never have a life, with employees and the inability to go on vacation. I had a very young family at the time. I would never see my kids hardly. And I dreamed of a life. I dreamed of a life of freedom. And there was one Saturday afternoon I came home, make a long story short, and I started writing down. And that was unusual for me to come home early on a Saturday. And I started writing down what I wanted my life to look like 10 years from that moment. It was incredible what happened to me. That I just started writing, and Andreas, I never stopped writing. And I just started writing out what my perfect day would be, the places I wanted to travel the world, how I would set up my day, the house I wanted to live in. And I look back at that list and I go, boy, I had somewhat big dreams. I also had very little dreams, because at that time my conscious level couldn't allow me to dream even bigger. But it was a big dream for me at that moment. Within a few months, it was amazing how when you really are focused on what you want in life, ladies and gentlemen, instead of what you don't want in life, and you're focused on what you really want in life, and it's really detailed, and you have a vision of that, it is law. It's a universal law that the universe will work with you to get that. And it was amazing. Within a couple of months, I'm in my local library looking for a plan B. I just didn't write all those goals down in my vision. I created action. I went to my library. I started researching. I had subscribed to hundreds of magazines and and how I can achieve wealth and achieve business freedom, et cetera, et cetera. And a gentleman walked up to me and introduced me to this incredible industry. About a month or 2 months later, it was June 23rd. I can remember like it was yesterday. I was invited to a presentation. I'm sitting in the back of the room, and Ravi could probably, relate to this. But I had one of those born-again Christian moments. My whole body was on fire. I knew that this was going to be the vehicle to my dreams. And sure enough, I got started here in NHT Global as a founding distributor in 2001. And that list, Andreas, that I wrote many, many years ago, I've accomplished that and so much more. I'm living for the last 20 years plus, I'm living my dream life, my dream day. And it all started with me writing down. And ladies and gentlemen, it's, there are incredible amount of marketers out in the world today. You just go on the internet. It's very easy to brand yourself, but you really never know. And I always tell people results speak for themselves. Time will either promote you or expose you. And what Andreas has shared with you here today, from the day I started in 2001, 15 years later, you see the results. You see the last 5 years particularly, where we've had double-digit growth, and 2 out of those 5 years, triple-digit growth. You see that because we're publicly traded. Everything is documented for you. So there's something very special going on here. This year we'll have our best year ever. It's going to be another double-digit growth year. We will be in our 6th consecutive year of double-digit growth. And that is very unusual. And Andreas, I know you set this up for our Indian friends. Asia is our #1 market. We started doing, we're now in pre-launch in India. Our goal is to develop the Indian market. The company now has a few products approved. Our next phase is we're companies looking in having local logistics in our pre-launch phase within India. And we're looking to expand that market with quality people that have a dream. And that was when I first had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Ravi, and we connected right away, and I asked him what his dream was, and I thought, wow, this man and his wife have a big dream also. So I'm looking forward to exploding the business in India. We're taking it a step at a time in India, like we have in all our other markets around the globe, till the time where we officially launch with our grand event that we will have in India one day. So welcome everybody to the call here. I hope you got the bigger picture. When your dreams are greater than your fears, you can accomplish everything in life. And that's what we are here with NHT Global. We are dream makers. Dream makers, Andreas. And you are a classic example of being another dream maker. I appreciate you. You are definitely one of the best. And God bless to you and your family, and God bless to everyone in India. And if you'd like to speak to me individually, just get back to Ravi with Rick and Andreas, and we can certainly set it up. This is just at the beginning of an incredible future, not just in India, but an incredible future globally here with NHT Global. I'll pass it back to you, buddy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe. Folks, you've heard it from one of the best in our industry here that you get an opportunity to lock arms with. I wanted to try one more time if Ravi was available just to say a hello. Maybe there was some technical difficulty. Ravi, can you hear me? Okay, that's okay. Maybe there's some issues with the microphone. But I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Thank you, Rick. Ravi, thank you for putting this together for people that are watching this. And Joe, sincere thank you to you for what you've done here in NHT Global and what we're going to be doing for the people in India and Asia and everybody who has a dream, like you said, because we haven't even scratched the surface of what we're going to be doing over the next 10, 15 years. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Andreas Papakostas, a sincere pleasure to introduce the NHT Global business model to each and every one of you. I look forward to talking with you individually and helping you build your future, getting on board on this pre-launch that we have here in India. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.